What is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. First things first, if you're watching this video, go ahead and drop a sub, drop a like, and drop a comment as well. In our first story of the day, we're going to be talking about Big Ramy as we get this rear lat spread update from him. And I think this was about a day ago. From the background of this picture, it looks like it was taken at the same time that he had the shot of the most muscular that was posted up about 2 weeks ago. I don't know why this picture is in black and white, but man, Big Ramy looks crazy, scary, honestly. And if he's able to come in and nail his conditioning, he's probably going to hold the title for a while. As you guys know, with Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, none of them really lost the title because of themselves. It was because of injuries, father time, or just honestly just injuries and father time, in all honesty. So if Big Ramy is able to consistently bring in the same conditioning that he brought last year, I think he's going to hold the title until father time catches up with him, or forbid he has an injury. But look at this. This is from last year's prep files at Dennis James' house, man, and Ramy looks crazy. I heard someone saying that Dennis did nothing for Ramy when Dennis was training Ramy, had him doing higher reps with lower weight, because for some reason I think the guys in Oxygen were trying to keep Ramy big and keep him lifting heavy, but Dennis was saying Ramy doesn't need any size. Ramy just needs to come in more conditioned. And I know that Dennis played a big factor in Ramy coming in last year in the shape that he did, whether it was mentally or physically. I know that Dennis James isn't his nutrition coach and Chad Nichols handles that, but I know Dennis played a big role. He stayed in the house with Dennis, so I know Dennis played a big role in there, and I just had to say that because I seen that up on the channel. Now, maybe his biggest threat, Hadi Choopan, next to Brandon Curry, of course. But Hadi is looking crazy, man. So we get this update from Hadi Choopan that I actually took from his YouTube channel, and it's a reel, so that's why he has the extra stuff in the background I can't really take out. And of course, we never know with Hadi. This may be recent, it may be not, but it probably is, so we're going to take it for what it is, man. And at this point, I believe we're 6 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia, and Hadi looks like he can hop on stage this weekend, man, in all honesty. The serratus on this guy is just crazy. Honestly, it has me looking up serratus workouts to try to get my serratus better, because look at this. Like, some guys don't even bring this conditioning on show day, and this is Hadi Choopan is 6 weeks out. Brandon is going to have a hard time beating this, but in all honesty, I think Ramy is just so big, man. I'm not sure if he can get knocked out, because he brings pretty much the same thing that Hadi brings now that he's nailed his conditioning, but he just has so much more size. Like I told you guys, I think until Ramy just catches up with old age, I think he's going to be able to hold the title for a while, as long as he's able to consistently nail his conditioning. And in our next update, we get another physique update from Chris Bumstead. And in all honesty, when I saw this photo, the first thing came to mind was "and still." So if you guys know, and if you guys watched the Mr. Olympia and when the winner is actually announced, you know. And honestly, man, at this point, it's just out of hand, man. Chris' confidence is so high, and it can be seen. And as well as last year on the stage, Chris just carries himself on the stage like a champion. And it's not being cocky, but man, Chris is just damn good, in all honesty. And it's just, at this point, it's just like who's fighting for second. Because last year, Terrence Ruffin came second to Chris Bumstead, but Terrence wasn't even close to Chris Bumstead last year, which is crazy. A lot of these guys aren't even going to be able to beat last year's version of Chris Bumstead for a while. Chris is in a completely different league of his own, but he can still be beaten. As you guys seen, Sean Clarita came in looking like Ronnie Coleman in 98. So, I mean, it's very possible. Well, not very possible, but Chris Bumstead can be beat. It's probably not going to happen, but man, this is just crazy, man. But I've seen a comparison of Chris to Logan Franklin, and Chris outsizes him by so much. And I look at Logan as a very great classic athlete, and I know he has potential, and I don't expect him to win Olympia now. But just seeing the comparison, Chris is just so far ahead of these guys, man. So I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the stage this year. This is going to be a very special package, I'm knowing. And still maybe one of his biggest threats, Breon Ansley. And in a recent update with Dennis James on the Menace podcast, Breon Ansley stated that he's probably going to go up to 212 after this year, regardless if he wins or not, just because he can't really do anything as far as putting on more muscle in the division. So he said that he would like to seek out new challenges. Great interview. You guys should check it out. Breon states one of the main reasons he's still in the division is just because he hasn't nailed himself 100%, and he wants to come in at 100% and really see if he can win that title against Chris Bumstead, and not even just against Chris, but just to he wants to see himself at 100%. Breon said he was off last year as far as conditioning, and Breon was one of the most conditioned athletes on stage, which says a lot. But I seen a photo that he posted, I believe, from a Arnold Classic prior, and he was completely shredded, but he was a little smaller. So regardless what happens, it's looking like we're going to see Breon Ansley in the 212 division next year. And I'm excited for it, man. I'm behind Breon, whatever he decides to do, and he's going to bring a very classic presence in the 212 division, just as Keon Pearson does. And in our last update of the day, we're going to take a look at Logan Franklin, and we get this twisting back double as well as a side chest. And Logan says in his caption that he's prepared to bring something very special to the Arnold Classic. And I posted his posing routine up on my channel. It has about 8,000 views now. You guys really like it. So I'm excited to see what Logan is going to bring to the stage. And I'm going to be posting up his next posing routine as well. I could post the posing routines without the music, and I could get monetized for them in the future. But the posing is just isn't the same at the music, and I feel like you can't appreciate it the same. So I will be posting up the posing routines, and I will not make any money off them at any point. But I know that you guys want to see them, and I'm really into posing, and I don't mind having them up on the channel. And you know, it gets exposure, man. I'm always glad to get posing out more because I think there should be a lot more posing in bodybuilding today. That's gonna be one of the videos for today, you guys. Hey, like, comment, and sub. I'm out.